Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kista Odor. I'm so happy and I'm so glad to be back again on YouTube. Here I share self-development content and I share content that I have used to personally develop myself. So I'm back here to share some few insights again, and let's hope we'll get to learn from each other. So first of all, I am so sorry. At this point, you know that my ghosting game is so good. I'm so sorry for ghosting you guys. I don't know, the last time I posted was in January, if I'm not wrong. So I'm back again. Oh, don't kill me. Don't. Thank you guys for being here and staying here and just I don't know, just being here for me. But I'm so sorry for ghosting you guys for long. I have been going through it. 2024 has not been that year. It has been that year and it has not been that year. So I'm just going to take you guys a few steps back first before now I share what I want to share. And I hope at this point you're doing well. I haven't I haven't like asked you guys how you're doing, but I hope you're doing well. I hope 2024 has been a fantastic year for you. If it has, good for you. If it has not, we are moving into 2025 with a better energy. I may not try and talk faster because I'm really struggling because I have a cold and it's a lot is going on. So, as I was saying, I want to take you guys a few steps back and why I stopped posting and why I took a break from YouTube. And yeah, so let me tell you. So I stopped in January. I stopped posting. The last video I posted, um, I stopped because I was doing a fast and a lot was going on. I was doing a 21-day fast and it was too much for me and I just felt overwhelmed. And at that time I just didn't want to I don't know how to multitask that good. So that's why I stopped posting. And then now when we got to February, I started I had a seasonal depression from I feel like yeah, and that is self prescribed. It is not by a doctor, it is not by anyone, but according to the symptoms that I saw, it was that because at that time I felt like, oh my god, nothing is going on good in my life. I was comparing myself to so many people. I was comparing myself, I was even comparing this YouTube channel to other people that I know that have grown and they have, I know, yeah, that I was just comparing myself to other people, and now it led me to me being depressed and also me being like feeling like, you know what, maybe this is not my thing, this is not something that I'm meant to do, or this is just not it. It's not it. So I went through all those emotions, going through all that time. So I just told myself, okay, that's that's not something that I feel like it's my thing or it's something like I really want to do. So now I stopped, and also I talked myself out from it. I told myself, oh, okay, okay, um let's not do it, you see. Maybe there was a lot of, and then also the one thing that led me to just stop even thinking about posting on YouTube was now I went through some moments of um should I call it a moment of bad self-esteem, that I felt like I'm not worthy. And in this sense, I'll just tell you why I felt like I'm not worthy. It's because Um, in my childhood, oh God, I hate being this person, but I have to share for someone to just get my point of view, or also for you to get like why why I stopped. So in my childhood, I faced a lot of rejection, and I I faced a lot of rejection, and now as I was journaling and reflecting and seeing all this, why it is becoming hard for me and why all these things are arising. I went back to my childhood and I saw like the rejection that I faced. I felt like also this time I will face a lot of rejection. I know that even there's some people that some people where some people that came to my DM and asked me, "Oh, why aren't you posting?" At that time, that was what was going through my mind and what I was feeling because I just felt unworthy. I felt like the rejection was going to come back again. I didn't give you guys a chance to show me the love. I didn't give people a chance to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to, or I didn't. I'm not sure which one to use. I didn't want to give people a chance to show me the love that they have given me, that they have shown me so far since I started posting the videos. I didn't want to give people a chance because I felt like um, the rejection is coming. I felt it was coming. It was here. It is coming. I can see it. And now that was what was going through my mind. I also went through that self-esteem moment and just doubting if this is really something that I want to do, or this is something that is is really worth it. So and then also, so now what I realized after times of journaling and times of, as you know, I'm a very deep person. So I have to like ask myself, like, why are we doing this? Why are we not? Why are we not achieving the goals that we had said? So, and then also, I forgot why I had started this YouTube channel. If you've seen my first video in why I mentioned why I started this YouTube channel. I said um I started this channel for my future self. I didn't start it for me to become famous. I didn't start it for me to become perfect. I forgot that because I felt like in that moment that I was going through all these emotions. I felt like, oh my God, I'm not doing enough. I'm not always going for, I'm not going outside. I'm not vlogging like other people. I'm not, maybe there's a lot of unworthy feelings that made me to stop posting. So that's why I stopped. That's why I stopped posting. That's why I stopped engaging myself on YouTube. But I feel like I want to be back. But this time for it's not for other people, it's for myself. I want to give myself the chance because I feel like the moment I start being hard on myself, and oh my God, social media is a lot. It's a lot. But I feel like the moment I start being hard on myself, the moment I start comparing myself to people, it kind of drains me. It kind of makes me go very low, and it affects me in very bad ways. So I have set up my mind this time, and I will be referring to the first video in myself. Let's stay on the course. Let's stay on this journey because you never know. So yeah, that's it. So I'm back, but I want us to talk about something that has been going through my mind, and I have wanted to not talk about it, but I feel like if I don't talk about it this year, there's no other year that I'll ever talk about it. Just to talk about this because I feel like I don't want to feel like it's me going through it alone because hey, I've suffered this year. I've gone through it. I have gone through the worst like identity crisis. And just to talk about identity crisis. I don't know if other people have gone through it. I just don't know. But I had to go through I had to go through Google and search about what like just to know better about this identity crisis thing because they didn't say they didn't talk about it that much that I felt like when people are saying identity crisis you feel like okay that's something normal people go through until you go through it. I feel like I have gone through I'm still going through it. Am I? I'm not sure, but at least 70% of it is now covered. We're still at 30. We still have some 30% to go through it. So I'm sorry for any noise that you hear. So I'm saying I went through it too. And a few like creators, a few people have talked about this identity crisis thing. And I just wanted to talk about it from my own perspective and my journey. And why am I putting it as if? Okay, and talk about it according to the way that I understand it or the way I feel like according to my own way and how I have experienced it. So let me first tell you like what identity crisis is. This is the um, Google definition of it. Identity crisis is a period of uncertainty and confusion in which a person's sense of identity becomes insecure, typically due to a change in the expected aims or role in the society. Let's, let's start from there. So, like they have said like a person's sense of identity becomes insecure, typically due to in their a change in their expected aims or roles in the society. So, as we all know, as I have shared before, I completed uni in 2022, and I had mentioned that the course that I did in uni was not something that I felt like I wanted to do for the rest of my life, or I feel like it was not something that I was passionate enough about. So I just did it. So now that I completed uni, I was wondering what I wanted to do with my life. And everyone had an expectation of what I should be doing, of what everyone, some people are like, oh no, don't register for masters right now, don't do this, go first, experience, get a job. And to be honest with you, initially I knew like this is not my space. This is the moment I went for an attachment, I just knew that this is not it. This is not the life that I, Wilkisa, dreamed for myself. I did not think about being in an office the whole day, sitting, waiting for instructions, and sometimes even I don't know. It was just too much for me, and I asked myself, is this something that I really want to do? And now transitioning through that change was too much for me because um this is what most people expected me like. This is what people even now expect me to be doing. This is what people want me to do. And now the identity crisis came in when I started to ask myself these questions of like, what do I really want to do? And now, when I was asking myself these questions and getting the answers and just just trying to understand like what I want to do, I felt like what I wanted to do or what I want to do is not something that most people would expect me to say I want to do. Because at home, I am I'd say like the sibling who has like, or the child, not the sibling. I'm the child who has I'd say her life together. Like she always figures out something. She'll always figure out something that is good for herself. And this time I didn't know. I I really didn't know like I it was like I a moment of oh my god, I don't know what to do next. Because I'm always the kind of person that oh I know it all. This time I didn't know. And it was crippling. Like I just felt helpless. I felt like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I just don't know. Oh, and I thank God for my parents. Oh God. I just thank God for them because I don't know how I would have gone through this without probably the resources or the privilege that they have given me right now. I don't know what I would have done because I feel like it would have been a different case if if I didn't have the privilege that I have right now. So now, as I was saying, I felt so helpless. I didn't know like this time I don't know what to do. I feel like I know what I want to do, but also there are so many things that I feel like also my parents expect from me. Um, Other people expect from me. There are so many things that people expect me, and also all my life I have lived with um, people's expectations. I have lived with um, validation. I have lived with um expecting like external validation. I have lived I feel like I have lived a life where I just do things because people expect me to do. And this time I wanted to do something that I just want to do something. So I just want to do something that I want to do. And it's so hard for me because now I have to be here and now give people reasons why I want to do this thing. So now that is what I have been going through and it's just hurting. Up. I feel like it's a grieving it's a grieving moment. It's a moment that I have I have been grieving about who who I was expected to be, and now I'm transitioning into who I personally want to be without anyone's expectations, without people having their opinion on how I should do it. It's it's a grieving moment. It's a moment that I'm just grieving. Like I'm grieving about so many things. But the main thing that I'm grieving is the transition from like societal expectations to my own expectations. And it has been a lot. It has been something that I just I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. I don't know if it's me that is going through it alone. And I just wanted to just talk about it and put it to light. It's not something that I can say right now. Oh, I have lessons, I have things. No, I don't have anything. I just want to talk about it and let it be known outside that there's a point in life where you have to do things according to according to the way you feel like you want your life to go, or the direction that you want your life to go. So I just I don't know, but this is a change that is happening in my life. So I don't know if it will happen again. I don't know if it will ever happen again. I don't want to say it's something that it has happened now, now it will never happen again. No, I just want to talk about it right now for me to get like even an understanding of how I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Go to Google. I was making some short notes. I feel like I should share and just give insights on what I think about. So the one thing that I read on Google that I feel like I should share is when people say they're going through when people say they're going through identity crisis, they basically mean like you're having a hard time integrating ideas of yourself with what others think of you. Like I had mentioned before, you know, when you are like, let's say, a high achiever, or you're someone that, oh my god, people always expect the best from you, or the best in societal meaning, it's not like the best in the best. I mean the best according to what the society has put as the best. It will always be hard for you to um like put together what like these people think of you and what you think of yourself. So I feel like that is what mainly identity crisis is about. And so the one thing that I told myself when I was thinking about this topic and just um, reading about it and trying to talk myself through it, I told myself identity crisis is for you to get through it, you should understand what identity means to you. We are so used to people identifying things to us, people identifying how we should be or how we should go up. Even our parents, they have like an identity that they have in their heads for us. So as as I am growing right now, I'm trying to like understand, or rather put to stand or put to meaning what identity like means to me. What do I personally, what do I want to identify myself with? What do I want to put out as my legacy? That's a lot of pressure, but so that's, I hope you get to understand what I'm saying. So that's what I want to put it as. So as even if you're going through it right now, just try and identify what identity means to you. From there, I feel like you'll get answers of what you really want, what you want to make identity mean to you. Yeah. So that's the little thing that I've also been going through, that also just also led to the not posting. I just wanted to go through this and understand it, because I feel like I'm this person that when I'm going through something, I really want to get to the root cause of it. I really want to get to, oh my God, why is it happening? Like, where did we start from? Where, what is the source? So that's why I feel like if I had posted like, oh, I'm going through this, I'd also been in a state of victim mentality because I also suffer from that a lot. I'm oversharing. Oh my God, I'm really oversharing. But it's okay. It's okay. You get to learn from your own mistakes. So, like I'm saying, I feel like if I had posted this before or if I had shared this, like when I was going through it, it would have put me in a state of inaitwaje, kujihurumia. How is it called in English? I feel like it's a victim. Yeah, like you feel like a victim so much. The point that our self pity. Yeah, I would have been in a very long state of self pity that I didn't want because I feel like most of the times when I go through something, I try and self pity a lot to the point that it also makes me not do something that I really wanted to do because I feel like, oh my God, there's just a lot of emotions that run through that. So I didn't want it. I wanted me to go through it, understand it better so that when I'm talking about it, it's not from a point of, oh my God, from a point of self pity and kujurumia, could just putting it outside, like just making it seem like, oh my God, washe, I didn't want that. And that's what my tough love is. So I didn't want that. I just wanted to understand it better. I wanted it to clock on my mind that you're going through something deeper than what you think it is. So yeah, that's why. So the only thing that I feel like I can share right now that I feel like is probably a lesson, that's, I don't know, yeah, a lesson. I feel like for you to go through this identity crisis in a better way or in the best way possible, maybe you should find a community. Find a community of, this is not only people of the things you love, of the things that you feel like set your soul on fire, and just makes you feel like, oh my God, what, ah, life is worth living again. So that's, I feel like that's the only thing I can share right now about that identity crisis thing. But if you're going through it, love hearts, love hearts for you, love hearts. And I hope you get out of it soon. I hope you get to share your story also just to make people know that it's something that is existing. You can always go through it. Um, you can always find a way. So I will speak about this maybe further or in a better way when I have like a better understanding now of it but I feel like the few things I've shared maybe can help someone outside here. Like they are not alone because hey, if you're going through identity crisis right now, let's talk. Share something about it on the comment section so that other people can read and just get a few insights from you or from me. Yeah, I don't know. I should end the video here. I've even forgotten what I'm supposed to say. But you guys, thank you so much for um, being here until this point of the video. So I hope you get to share this video with anyone you feel like is going through it. Before I forget, there's something that I want to mention that I feel like one of my friends shared with me. shared with me through this period that I feel like held me together is gratitude. Gratitude. I feel like sometimes when you're going through this period of identity crisis, it's so easy for me to take out, like, oh my god, this is what is going wrong in my life. This is, I don't know, the wrong things, to focus on the negatives only. But the one thing that I've learned, and one of my friends shared with me, is like, oh my god, focus on just being grateful of the things that you can see. And throughout this period, the one thing that I feel like I'm very grateful for is my parents. And yeah, my parents most especially because of the privilege they have been able to give me to go through some seasons that I have, like especially these seasons, to go through them in the most um in the way that I feel like I want to go through them. I wouldn't have gone through it if I didn't like think about the privilege that I have, because there's so many people that are going through these things but they can't be able to process them, or they can't be able to think about them because hakuna hiyo time. There's no time, they have to move. But as for me, I had the privilege to go through all this and be able to process it and come and share. So the one thing that I feel like, if you want to go through this in the best way possible, have gratitude. Say, like, have gratitude for what you want to, like, what you're going through, and just be hopeful that God will be there for you. God does not put us in this world for us um to suffer. He knows best. He knows that you'll go through this and you'll come out victorious. So trust in God. Believe that He has a better plan for you. So trust that He has a better plan for. He always has a plan. It might not go the way you think like it's supposed to go, but gratitude. Gratitude is probably the biggest lesson I have learned throughout this period that I was going through, this period that I was and I'm still going through. Gratitude, just be grateful for the little things that you have. So yeah, that's it. I feel like I have said the best that I can. So in the meantime, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you have a fantastic day ahead. And may God bless you. Thank you. Bye.